Hi friends, this is the continuation of previous two video lectures. So in the last previous lectures we saw about the introduction to model and what is the advantages of model and what are the differences between a model and a prototype, and we saw about similitude and what are the types of the similarities that a model and a prototype should exist. With the continuation of that, we need to go just into the topic. So in order to go into the topic, we need to know what are the forces will be experienced by the fluid when it is in motion. So here are some of the forces which will be experienced by the fluid when it is subjected to flow. So the first force is nothing but the inertia force, which is nothing but Fi. So what is this inertia force is all about? It is equal to the product of mass and acceleration in the flowing fluid, which is nothing but Fi is equal to m into A. This reminds us of the Newton's second law of motion. It is equal to the product of mass and acceleration in the flowing fluid. Second one is nothing but your viscous force. What is viscous force? Fv. It is equal to the product of shear stress due to the viscosity and surface area of flow. So this we have learnt in the properties of fluid itself in the unit 1. We all know that there will be a stress which will be experienced when a fluid is subjected to flow. So those kind of stress is called to be the viscous force. And here what is this viscous force is all about is nothing but a product of shear stress due to the viscosity and the surface area of flow. And again the third type is gravity flow or the gravitational force, Fg. Again here it is equal to the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. Third is the pressure force. It is equal to the product of pressure intensity and the cross-sectional area of flowing fluid. So this pressure force you can experience in by keeping your hand when the water tap is open. So you can able to experience the pressure difference. That is your pressure force. What happens when you close the outlet of the water tap when it is subjected to open? What happens? There will be droplets of water letting down, and when you take off the hand, when you take off your finger, what happens? There will be a huge amount of, or there will be a volume of water. Well, there will be excess of volume of water with a high intensity of pressure will be exerted will be coming out. That is the practical example of a pressure force. Surface tension force. It is equal to the product of surface tension on the length of surface of a flowing fluid. Based on the length, we will be having the force. Elastic force is product of elastic stress and the area of a flowing fluid. So product of elastic stress and the area of a flowing fluid. And along with this, we will be studying about some of the dimensionless numbers. So what is this dimensionless numbers? I will tell you in a very simple manner. So for example, let us take density as our parameter. Okay, so if we take density, what is the unit for density? We know that the unit for density is kg per meter cube. So kg is nothing but mass. Kg is nothing but kilogram. The major unit for kilogram is, the dimension of kg is mass, that is capital M, and meter cube, M is nothing but it is something related to length, so meters. So it is nothing but L cube. So any values or any unit which have the three basic, that is nothing but three basic definitions or three basic units, that length, mass and time, that is called to be dimension numbers. Dimensionless numbers are those numbers we do not have any dimensions. Okay, so what is this dimensionless numbers? Dimensionless numbers are the numbers which are obtained by dividing the inertia force by viscous force, or gravity force, or pressure force, or surface tension force, or elastic force. When you divide any two of the forces, then we will get this dimensionless numbers. So some of the important dimensionless numbers are Reynolds number, Froude's number, Euler's number, Weber's number, Mach's number. When the two forces, inertia by viscous, gravity by pressure, surface by elastic force, when you take the ratio of any two, forces, then those kind of numbers are said to be my dimensionless numbers, and some of the examples of dimensionless numbers are given here, or some of the important dimensionless numbers are given here: Reynolds, Froude's, Euler's, Weber's and Mach's number. Let us try to understand what is this Reynolds number is all about. Reynolds number, it is nothing but the ratio of inertia force to the viscous force. When you find out the ratio between, or when you do the ratio between the inertia force and the viscous force, or the first two forces which we have studied in the fluid force, then that is called to be Reynolds number. So RE is equal to Fi by Fv. Fi is nothing but mass into velocity by time. So just doing the calculation, divided by viscous force, shear stress into area. So here mass is mass into volume by time, and it is nothing but a velocity. We will have velocity here. So here shear stress into area, we will have it like this. So here rho qv. So volume by time is nothing but the discharge, right? So rho density into discharge into velocity divided by tau into A. And what is this Q? Q is nothing but the AB. Rho AB into V divided by tau is nothing but shear stress, mu du by dy into A. So substituting this, we will be getting mu into V by L into u is nothing but velocity v, and y is nothing but length L, and mu v by L into A. So rho VL by mu, which is equal to VL by nu. So this is Reynolds number. Froude's number, it is the ratio of inertia force. It is the ratio of inertia force to the gravity force of a flowing fluid. So Fv is equal to root of Fi by Fg. So just doing this calculation, Fi is mass into velocity by time divided by mass into gravitational acceleration. So rho qv divided by rho volume into gravity. So rho Av into V divided by rho Al into G. So here we will be getting Froude's number as V by root GL. And here we will have Euler's number. Euler's number is the ratio of inertia force to the pressure force of a flowing fluid. Again we are going to substitute here EU is equal to Fi by Ft, doing the calculations, substituting it, and we will be getting the answer of around V by root of P by rho. Then Weber's number, it is a ratio of inertia force to the surface tension force of a flowing fluid, Fi by Fg. So doing the same calculations and substitutions, we will be getting the answer of around V by root of sigma by rho L. Here sigma is nothing but the surface tension value, surface tension. And finally we will be seeing about the Mach's number. What is Mach's number? It is a ratio of inertia force to the elastic force of a flowing fluid. So m is equal to Fi by Fe, so mass into velocity by time. Doing the substitutions, we will be getting the answer of around V by C, where C is a constant, which is nothing but root of K by rho. Thank you.